In honor of Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, we decided to take a look at the man who started it all, Steven Spielberg. Top 5 Spielberg movies. Let's go.
Welcome to Top 5, a movie podcast.
Welcome to Top 5. My name is Caesar. I'm here with Ralph. What's going on, bro?
Pretty good. Happy to be here.
How you feeling about Indiana Jones?
Good. I'm
feeling
excited. Yes.
I don't feel good about this.
No? Oh,
I mean, the last one was so bad, bro.
yeah, but come on.
But let's focus on the good. Today we have Steven Spielberg, top 5. The man who started Indiana Jones, all right? He's one of the greatest living directors, one of the greatest directors, period. Okay? And we're going to do the top 5 right here. What is the criteria for this?
So the criteria is going to be strictly movies directed by Steven Spielberg.
Okay.
Because if it was produced, obviously, we know Back to the Future would be number 1.
I don't know about that. But, yes, he's had his hand in a lot of movies.
A whole lot.
And a lot of classics.
A lot.
Some would even say he changed the movie industry, right? I would agree. And we have a top 5. Remember, this top 5 is our top 5. This is not what we think is the best. This is not like this is what everybody should think. This is our personal list. I specifically have a criteria that I want to read to you. This is how I chose my list, okay? 10% entertainment. So 10% how much I was entertained by the movie.
Okay.
10% the action in the movie. Okay? Spielberg has a lot of movies with good action.
He has a lot
Some
without
even
them,
great
though.
action.
Okay.
He has a lot without him. So like in my list, you're not gonna see like Lincoln. There's no fucking action.
Same here.
Okay? 20% game changer. This is a guy who changed a lot in movies.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Whether it's I'm not even gonna say the names because I don't want to ruin my list. But you know what I'm saying. And 60%, which is the most of it, is that feeling the movie gave me. I grew up watching Spielberg movies.
Yeah.
And that feeling that those movies gave me that I never forgot, that to me is 60% based on my criteria. What about you?
I'm much more simple than you, and you're going to see that in every list I make.
Simple Jack?
Absolutely. First of all, it's just based on how much I enjoyed the movie, right? So, for instance, in mine, unfortunately, you're not going to see something like Schindler's List in my top 5, right?
Because you don't have taste. But okay.
But you are going to see the movies I enjoyed the most.
Okay. All right. I'll start it off. Mm-hmm. My number 5. Minority Report.
Oh, okay.
I think I have to put a 5. Tom Cruise, you know I'm a big Tom Cruise guy. I love the movie. There's some things I don't like about the movie. I watched it recently. It's a great concept. First of all, it's a great concept. I love this movie. I don't think it gets the recognition it deserves. I don't know why. Top 5 Spielberg movies. Number 5, Minority Report.
It definitely doesn't get the recognition it deserves. Not even in your top 5. Because you'll be hearing from Minority Report later on in mine.
Oh, shit. Okay.
My number 5 is Jurassic Park.
Oh, my
That's
God,
it.
bro.
Yes.
Cancel the fucking pod right now.
When it comes to Spielberg, look, I like the classics. You're not going to see Jaws on my list either.
Oh, my God.
Okay, overrated. All right? So Jurassic Park's my number 5. I enjoy it. It's a simple concept, right? And anyone could watch it. Still holds the test of time. So that's my number 5.
Why would it be 5? That movie came out in 96 and it holds the test of time.
You'll see why.
Well, this is... Jurassic Park, we'll talk more in depth about it. I think Jurassic Park, I mean, you have to have it in the top 5.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert, it's one of his best movies. It's probably one of the best movies ever made, period. But we're going to keep going.
Let's do it.
Number 4, listen, I didn't put this on my breakdown, but I'm big on actors. I love Tom Cruise. Mm-hmm. Number 4 is Spielberg's movie with my favorite actor, Leo. Catch Me If You Can.
Okay.
I know a lot of people probably wouldn't have this one. I love Catch Me If You Can. I love that it's a long story about this guy who's a con artist. I love Leo. This is before he was the best, but this is when he was like, oh, shit, there's something to Leo that he might be up there. I think when this movie came out, he wasn't considered the best. He was maybe in the conversation. Yeah. But like with this movie and then we started working with Scorsese, that's when he was like, I'm the king.
And Tom Hanks.
I think this started. Yeah, Tom Hanks. Which is awesome as well. But this is all about Leo for me. Catch Me If You Can is my number 4. What about you?
All right. So, and you're going to love this one. This is going to end it all for you, okay? There's one rule you're going to see me follow a lot, right? And it's if there's a series of movies, I'm only going to use one, the best. That's it. I don't care. I don't want to fill my top 5 with the same. you know,
That's a
us
stupid
with
rule,
the
but
same
okay,
movie.
keep
That's
going.
fine. Let it be, right? Indiana Jones, Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Okay.
That's my number 4.
All right.
Simple, the best one, you know?
Yeah.
A testament of time too. We're doing this all because of Indiana Jones,
Yeah.
right? So it's got to
Right.
be in the top 5. We have to have one, and that's my one Indiana Jones film that's going to make the top 5.
Okay, nice. I have that on my list, but a little higher up. But
Alright.
I don't mind that ranking, number 4. Okay, my number 3. You have to put Jaws here. Top 5, top. Bro, it's a movie that, first of all, like, I want to say Spielberg didn't have any movie experience when he did Jaws. The fact that he made that movie, bro, as his first movie, and it literally changed everything. Like, people
It
started.
almost wasn't made.
Well, people started
Yeah.
like changing the way they do things because of how that movie, like the fact that we don't see the shark for a big part of the movie, and it's just that tension of like, you know, there's something in the water. To create that as a filmmaker, to create that tension without showing the monster is just genius. And I'm sure they did it because of budget reasons or whatnot, but it actually worked. It's a classic. I know it's old. It probably doesn't hold. If you watch it now, you watch it with 2023 eyes, you're going to be like, oh. But you got to put yourself in the context. That movie changed a lot.
Sounds like you're putting it in there just because it has to.
No,
be in
it
there.
changed
granted,
everything.
Granted, no, it changed everything.
historical, bro.
It's a masterpiece in how he made it,
Yeah.
right? But I made my list on how much I enjoyed the movie, and I'm sorry.
Right.
Jaws just, like you said, doesn't stand the test of time at all, which I guess is part of my criteria now that you're saying my list.
Yeah. All right. What's your number 3?
My number 3 is a controversial one,
Oh,
right?
boy.
And let me tell you, when I think Spielberg, I think just like you, right? I think epics, right?
Yeah.
That's what I think. I just think, bigger than the world, right? And a lot of people said Spielberg hadn't done one of those in a long time, right? And I think he did with Ready Player One. I loved Ready Player One. If you didn't like Ready Player One, I'm sorry. It is what it is.
What are you, 12?
I loved Ready Player One.
Are you fucking 12?
I don't know if it's the
Are you a
nostalgia.
kid?
I don't know if it's the nostalgia. I don't know what it was, but I myself loved Ready Player One. I know a lot of people that did, so I know I'm not going to be alone. Defend me
your
in the
son's
comments
classmates?
section. Defend me in the
son's
comments
classmates?
section.
It's a
Exactly.
movie for kids. I mean, kids' movies are good, but
We'll
come
see.
on, bro.
We'll see in the comments,
Oh my
right?
God.
We'll see in the comments.
Bro, if I'm scrolling through TV and I see Ready Player One, I'll probably just keep scrolling.
Yeah, you'd rather just see an animatronic
I'd
shark.
rather see Jaws, bro. I'd rather
Nah.
analyze Jaws and be like, wow, why is this movie so good?
Nah.
That Ready Player One is Spielberg on like autopilot.
No,
He's like,
no.
come on, bro.
And we have the
this
poor-
man was changing cinema for a long time, and then he does a movie. Ready Player One is like, yeah, it's a good movie because he's talented, but it's like,
No.
you know what I'm saying?
And we have the poor man's Miles Teller, who might have a better filmography than Miles Teller. Come on, let's go.
What is this? That was your number 3?
That was
That's
my number 3.
absurd. A man
my
with
number 3.
Spielberg's
That was my
resume,
number
and we
3.
have Ready Player One.
My
on the top
number 3.
3. It's fucking ridiculous. Okay, let's get into 2. So now we can delve deeper into Raiders. Raiders for me is number 2, the one that started it all. Okay,
Okay.
it may not stand a test of time. It's such a like iconic like character, like world that he created, that it's, to me, it's just an amazing movie, an amazing concept.
It is.
Obviously, Harrison Ford has a lot to do with it, but this is a period of time where Spielberg was just rattling off like classics.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like in a short period of time, this was one. I want to say this is Spielberg at his peak.
It
It's
very well
arguable,
could
but
be.
I think it is.
Yeah.
Nothing left to be said. Raiders of the Lost Ark. I
Yeah,
don't have
look-
any other Indiana Jones in my.
Yeah.
I mean, they're all pretty good, but for the top 5, this is the only one I have.
Look, tweaking my list a little bit, honestly, different criterias. Honestly, Indiana Jones could have been top 2 for me, right? Because it really is up there. So no argument from me. But my number 2 is going to be Minority Report.
Okay.
I love Tom
Break it
Cruise. You
down.
know how I feel about it. We've
Yeah.
had some deep discussions
Yeah.
about the fact that you hadn't watched it for so long.
I know.
Okay?
It was a
So
mistake.
that in itself is horrible. I love the concept. I love the movie. I love Tom Cruise and everything about him, right? And Minority Report is just it for me. Add a young Colin Farrell to the mix.
Yeah.
It's over. I
Yeah.
loved it.
That's
I-
when they were trying to like push Colin Farrell.
Not to
as the
mention,
next up.
I could watch that movie as many times as you want. Right?
It's just a
Exactly.
dope concept. Like the idea of
Exactly.
it. Like if I'm explaining to you that movie,
Yeah.
if I'm telling you, it's like, yo, there's these cops that arrest people before they commit the crime. It's just
Absolutely.
like such a moral thing that is like, and then you add like all the talent involved.
Yeah.
Farrell, Cruise, Spielberg. I love that movie.
Incredible.
Number 1, bro. I mean, it's obvious at this point is Jurassic Park, bro. Like Jurassic Park is not only my number 1, is one of my favorite movies of all time, not just Spielberg. I've seen this movie so many times. It still holds up from 96. they kind of like burned it out with the franchising thing. But if you watch the original, bro, it's like, it's such a perfect mix. It's like Spielberg is like, let me make a mix of like sci-fi with the dinosaurs, a thriller. It's funny. It has heart. It has everything. It's a perfect movie.
Yeah.
Jurassic Park is a perfect movie, bro.
Back to the Future is a perfect movie. But
Back to the Future is awesome. Why are you talking about this? Is a Zemeckis film.
I'm just saying Jurassic Park's not that
Jurassic Park is perfect.
It's good.
It couldn't be better. And if you really know about movie making, that one really changed everything, because when it comes to like mixing props, animatronics, and like effects, visual with VFX and like in real props, Jurassic Park is like, it changed everything. It changed everything.
Yeah.
People couldn't believe it when they were doing it. People couldn't believe it.
You're not wrong. Look, for as simple as Jurassic Park is, even in the story, right? Even in the sense of the story, you don't need these dinosaurs out there destroying the whole world, right? It's all, consolidated to this park. It's a great idea. It's a great movie, and it does stand the test of time. I just personally can't put it in a list where I'm saying the movies I enjoyed more than the ones that I've put ahead.
So what's your number one?
My number one is Catch Me If You Can.
Oh, wow.
I love Leo, right? Tom Hanks kills it also. I just love the whole movie, following the con man. I love that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
That's my wheelhouse, like you, with action, right?
Yeah.
So just following that, seeing everything that goes with that, no complaints from me when it comes to Catch Me If You Can. I think, it's as fun of a movie as Steven Spielberg has made.
I love Catch Me If You Can.
Yeah.
I also love somebody as talented as Leo acting as somebody else.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Incredible.
Amazing. I love that movie.
Right.
Yeah, it shouldn't be number one, but
It's my number one.
it's awesome.
That's why we have different lists, right? And that's why you should have different lists too. So make sure to go on those comments and let us know if you agree, if you disagree. Let us know what your top 5 is.
Yeah, top 5 Spielberg movies. Go. Thank you for watching. See you in the next episode.
Thank you for listening to Top 5. See you next time.